Sometimes I'm alone. Sometimes I'm alone. Alone. Sometimes I'm alone. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm alone. Hello. You feel like I'm about to say something serious, but I don't know if that would be the case. And this looks like some kind of, feel like I'm outside of some old prison. Feel like a stuntman on a break. And I actually just performed my first stunt when to get here. I jumped a fence, but it's alright because this is also part of public property. It's just that you have to get around, you have to, find some other acceptable ways. But then the fence was already right in front of me and I'm not harming anyone, so I kind of just, and I'm here. Few steps away, the fence is over there. Stuntman. I mean, do you have some kind of just, do you want to be a stuntman? I feel like being a stuntman is so interesting. Like, of course, there is this some kind of prior training required for this, and that there is always a risk of you breaking something. But it's so nice to just jump from that building or fly out the window or ride the horse or something, or fall off a horse, or fly on a motorcycle from the penthouse of some sort. Do you get it's exciting, the stuntman. Anyway, do you have, how many names do you have, including the ones that are not on the birth certificate? Do you think, do you have many names? Do you go by many names from friends or from co-workers or from, I don't know, some random uncle that you buy meat from of something? Because it would, there's a perspective that it would be fun if you go, if you have this many different names, you have this many different perspectives of people that are available to you, and you're not just this one stiff sort of John or Jane. You have maybe the one who see you on the street, you're Froggy, and to the one who see you on the office, you are Samson. I don't know. I don't know. Do you prefer it if people give you nicknames of something? For me, as of the moment, There are four names accessible to me. The ones that my family call me, the ones that my best friend in Dubai calls me, the ones that people from work call me, and the one that I really like, which is Dominic. This is the one that I really like. I really like this. And do you also have this favorite out of all the names? Because there was this one time, that I worked with with a person. Yes, a person, not yet a three-eyed creature. When I worked with a person, and he asked me what name I use, because there are two names, Dominic and Joyce, right? That you know. And my surname, you don't know. If you happen to think that Joyce is my surname, it's not. But yeah, it's it's so weird. It's so weird when I think about it. You know, you already know that I'm very comfortable with the idea of death, and yet you don't know my surname. There's something quite odd with that. That's okay. I think these days it's normal. Or not. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the concept of normal is something that will go obsolete eventually. But yeah, there is this person. So when he asked that, I told him I like Dominic. I prefer to be called Dominic. And this person insisted that I should be called Joyce. And I told him, well, if you call me by that, I will not look at you, or I will not respond. And so he tried. Of course, he tried. So I didn't respond, naturally. And then he tried over and over again. And he said, well, Joyce is sexy. Because in the Philippines, I'm not sure which decade it was, there is this I will call her sexy star, but we call her a different, that genre of stars, we call them different in the Philippines. She's a sexy star. I'm not sure, because there was this era where they are producing this kind of films, that adult films, showing it to the cinema. And she is one of those. You know what I mean, right? Do they also do this in your country? I'm not sure. They produce this. I think the target market of this are the uncles 35 and up. Because they are also these sexy stars. They are also the ones who are advertising liquors. Like they have this sort of always this outfit that reveals the flesh on them. Yeah, I remember this. And one of them is called Joyce. And so, I don't know why this person really wants to call me that. Well, it could be a confession of what he wants to see. I don't know. Because that's the first association that he made. It's sexy. It's Joyce this. Well, I prefer Dominic, I said to him. And then he said, well, that's a guy's name. Are you a lesbian or of some sort? And this is another thing. This is another thing that he's trying to insist that I'm not into men. I am into men. Yeah, I am into men. It's not like that. I'm sure. Sorry, my saliva. I'm sure it's just that I'm not actively dating. That's it. That's the reason for that seemingly visible doubt. But I'm into men. So yeah, this person and this person asked so many questions and about my personal life, and some of it I answered, especially the ones about if I ever had a boyfriend, and then where was he from, where did we meet, the other questions of him I didn't answer. But then there was this question that I wished I haven't answered. He asked, oh well, what year was that when you dated? So I said the year, and then so I think he caught the drift that I haven't been dating for a while. There are other details that I made the mistake of making accessible to him. And so maybe he did the math, considering involving the other details as well, the other answers I have of his questions, because I don't really mind answering questions. Maybe I should. Maybe I should start being mindful of the questions I give answers to. That I learned through him. So yeah, I benefited from that interaction because I made a mistake. Interaction. I forgot what I said, but it's interaction. So yeah, he said, this is the part where I knew that I had made a mistake. He said something that was so... It's not something that you would say to your sister. And then he laughed. And then I was doing something else while this was happening. We're not speaking face to face. I was in another... Yeah. And I just felt those words as if they were fingers. And I kind of just in my mind, at least, I walked down a certain hallway in my mind and exited. I exited. I don't, I don't know exactly where I went, but I exited. I found the hallway inside my head, and then I walked in there, and then I exited. But my hands are still active, of course. They have to be, because I'm working. My hands are still active. It made me curious why some people they kind of feel like it's okay to comment on your reproductive system or something. I don't know why they feel like they have the right to comment on your, like, I don't know what is in these people, because that's also one part that he was trying so hard to extract from the conversation. It's not like that part of the dating life that only you and your partner should know about. He was trying so hard to extract this information. Of course, even if he held the knife on my neck, I wouldn't say. That's between me and the person that I loved. I forgot the boat that I was riding before I got here. I don't know. I forgot what I was saying before that bit of wave that got in the way. But yeah, I guess I'll just conclude with the idea of the mistake I did, the mistakes or series of mistakes, or mistake in viewing things that I have done when I was younger. Because before, I really, whenever something like that happens, I tried still, I used to try very hard to understand this. I used to just sanitize the bruise, or comfort the bruise with curiosity and understanding for the person, why they said this, why they did that. And I just got to this point that, well, some things, they may have some motives, or maybe to other people it might be acceptable, but I don't like it that they said that. or that they did that to me. I don't like it. Maybe it's not really bad, or maybe it's not disrespectful to others, but when it's done to me, I feel disrespected, and that's that. Maybe I should end that. At some point I made this decision of well, that is disrespectful. I will not try to reason out to myself so that I will be more kind to you. That's disrespectful, and that's that. It's the end of that interaction. I will not try, oh, maybe he said this because this, oh, maybe he did that because da. Like trying to be still be kind to the other person, even if they have done something that's dirty, like that. Maybe to the others it would look like I'm being mean, or I don't know, I'm being they're so cute. There's a bird, a little there's a bird trying to do this. And the sand was flying around him. Why do birds do this? Are they they're probably searching for a worm? Because like he's doing, like he's making the sand fly. Yeah, he's just on the ground. Surrounded by yellow flowers, and oh well.